My husband laid out the divorce papers with a smile and declared, "Embrace my mistress, or we'll be through." Can you imagine building your entire life around someone, only for them to sit you down, casually admit to an affair, and then give you an ultimatum? What if he thought you were so utterly dependent, so completely useless, that you'd have no choice but to say yes? My name is Linda, and until very recently, my life was, well, stable, comfortable, maybe a little too predictable. 48 years old, a colonial home in the Chicago suburbs, 2 incredible boys, a pantry so organized it could be a museum exhibit, and a husband, Mark, for 15 years. Or, as I now say, had a husband. It was a Tuesday evening. Taco night used to be our thing, a tradition since Jason was a toddler. But lately, Tuesdays just meant Mark was working late. I was at the kitchen island, scrubbing a stubborn coffee ring off the granite, the house quiet, just the hum of the fridge and the rhythmic swish of my sponge. Jason was upstairs doing homework, Tyler lost in a video game. Then, the front door opened. Usually, Mark would lumber in, tie loosened, complaining about traffic, asking if dinner was ready. But this time, the energy was different. He strode in, a bounce in his step, wearing his navy pinstripe suit, the one he saved for big board meetings. And he smelled like an expensive distillery, yes, but also a cloying, floral perfume. Definitely not mine. "Linda," he said. "Not honey, not babe. Just Linda." He didn't come over to kiss me. He walked straight to the kitchen table, pulled out a chair, and sat down. He placed a thick manila envelope on the table with a heavy, deliberate thud. It sounded like a judge's gavel. "Sit down," he commanded. Not a request. A command. I wiped my hands on a dish towel, my heart starting a slow, heavy thump in my chest. "Dinner's in the oven, Mark. Pot roast, your favorite." "Forget the pot roast." He waved a dismissive hand. "We need to discuss the future." I sat opposite him, the envelope lying between us like a loaded weapon. Mark leaned back, lacing his fingers behind his head, a smug smile playing on his lips. He looked like a cat who'd not only eaten the canary, but had negotiated a book deal about it. "Here's the situation," he began, his voice smoothed and practiced, like he was pitching a client. "I've met someone. Her name is Tiffany. She's 28. Works in marketing. And she makes me feel things I haven't felt in a decade. Passion. Excitement. Vitality." I felt the blood drain from my face, my hands turning cold and numb. I just stared, waiting for the punchline, for him to say he was joking. But his eyes were dead serious. "I know what you're thinking," he continued, not letting me speak. "You're thinking this is the end. But it doesn't have to be. I'm a pragmatic man, Linda. I know you rely on me. You haven't worked in 15 years. You like this house. You like your garden. You like the fact that the boys go to private school." He leaned forward, elbows on the table, invading my space. "So, I've drawn up a proposal. An ultimatum, if you will. Inside that envelope are divorce papers. But they're just a formality, a threat to show you I'm serious. Here's the deal. I'm going to be with Tiffany. I'll spend my weekends at her apartment. I'll be here during the week for the boys. Full story on the channel. Link below. Click now and watch what happened next.